Welcome back to A-Level Geography Explained. In this video, we're diving into rural regeneration using the example of Cornwall. We'll explore the causes of rural decline, the key players involved in regeneration, the strategies used, and evaluate their success. Let's begin. Cornwall is located in the southwest of England and is often seen as a picturesque holiday destination. However, beneath its scenic image lies significant rural deprivation. Historically, Cornwall's economy relied heavily on primary industries, tin and copper mining, fishing, farming, and quarrying. These industries began to decline in the 20th century due to resource depletion, competition from abroad, and global shifts in industry. As a result, Cornwall experienced high unemployment, low average incomes, and outmigration, particularly among young, skilled people. Many towns and villages became dependent on seasonal tourism and low-paid service sector jobs. By the early 2000s, Cornwall was one of the poorest regions in the United Kingdom and qualified for significant European Union support under the Convergence Programme, which targets areas with GDP below 75% of the EU average. Regenerating rural areas like Cornwall presents unique challenges compared to urban regeneration. The population is more dispersed, infrastructure is weaker, and opportunities for large-scale investment are limited. Unlike city regeneration, which often relies on commercial and housing redevelopment, rural regeneration must focus on economic diversification, education, connectivity, and retaining younger populations. Cornwall also struggles with poor transport links, including the lack of a motorway, limited rail coverage, and long travel times to major cities. Broadband access in some areas has historically been weak, which restricts digital enterprise. The dominance of second home ownership in some towns has driven up house prices, making it harder for locals to afford to stay. Several key players have been involved in Cornwall's regeneration over the past 2 decades. One major player was the European Union, which invested over £1 billion in Cornwall through the Objective 1 and Convergence funding programs between 2000 and 2014. This money supported infrastructure, business development, training schemes, and digital connectivity. Local and regional governments, including Cornwall Council and local enterprise partnerships, also played an important role, often acting as intermediaries to distribute funding and coordinate local projects. Educational institutions like the combined universities in Cornwall were crucial in providing higher education and skills training, helping reduce the outflow of young people. Private businesses, community groups, and social enterprises have also been important. For example, in tourist locations such as Newquay and Padstow, local businesses have developed surfing schools, food festivals, and outdoor activities to diversify income sources and boost the local economy. One of the most famous regeneration projects in Cornwall is the Eden Project, located near Street Hostel. Built on a disused clay pit, it opened in 2001 as an environmental attraction featuring biodomes with plants from around the world. It promotes sustainability, education, and conservation, while also acting as a major tourist destination. The Eden Project has generated over £2 billion for the Cornish economy, attracted millions of visitors, and created hundreds of jobs. It also supports local businesses by sourcing food and services from the region. This project is often used as a symbol of successful regeneration that integrates environmental goals with economic development. Cornwall became one of the first rural areas in the United Kingdom to receive superfast broadband as part of a partnership between the EU, BT, and Cornwall Council. Improved internet access has supported digital businesses, home working, and tech startups. This helps tackle the isolation of rural communities and opens up new types of employment. Tourism in Cornwall has traditionally focused on summer holidays, but regeneration strategies have aimed to rebrand the area for year-round visitors. This includes adventure tourism, food festivals, ecotourism, and promoting Cornwall as a destination for cultural and creative industries. In Watergate Bay, regeneration efforts have supported outdoor activity centres, such as the Extreme Academy, which promotes surfing and coastal sports. This not only attracts tourists but also creates seasonal and permanent employment for local residents. Another important strategy has been investment in education. The combined universities in Cornwall project brought together several universities and colleges to expand higher education in the region. The goal was to provide local access to degree-level qualifications and help retain young people who would otherwise move away for education and employment. The regeneration of Cornwall has delivered clear benefits. Employment has grown, especially in tourism, education, and creative sectors. The Eden project alone has become a globally recognized example of sustainable regeneration. Superfast broadband has helped reduce digital exclusion and attract new types of enterprise. However, challenges remain. Many jobs created are part-time, seasonal, or low-paid, particularly in hospitality and tourism. House prices remain high in many coastal towns, fueled by demand for second homes. In some areas, regeneration has led to gentrification, with older or poorer residents feeling excluded from the benefits. The reliance on EU funding has also raised concerns about the sustainability of projects following Brexit, particularly given that Cornwall was one of the biggest UK recipients of EU structural funds. Replacing this funding with equivalent UK government investment has been inconsistent so far. Furthermore, not all parts of Cornwall have benefited equally. While coastal tourist towns have seen growth, inland communities like Redruth and Camborne still experience deprivation. This uneven development raises questions about whether regeneration has truly been inclusive. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. Check out my playlists for summary videos on all inquiry questions. Goodbye.